Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today, as you can see, I have the newest Gaultier Male Elixir Absolu. This is the 125 ml. It comes in 3 different sizes, which is the 75, 125 and a 200 ml bottle. But for today's video, I'll be taking a look at the 125 ml, as you can see here, or the 4.2 fluid ounce bottle. So look at the packaging. It's very similar to the Gaultier Male Elixir. The only difference is the bottle, it's a little bit more of a gold stripes rather than a black stripes. That's the only way to kind of distinguish the differences. And you've got some very hard to read ingredients here. If you want to pause the screen and try to read that, you can. And at the top, there's really nothing else. So without further ado, I'll open this packaging and show you what the bottle looks like on the inside. So the bottle looks something like this. As you can imagine, it's very similar to the Male Elixir. The only difference is, like I mentioned before, the stripes is practically golden, and you've got the collar ring over here. You just remove this to spray. I'm going to waste a few sprays. It's a very good spray, and then this just clips back over here. So looking at Fragrantica, we can see the main accords are sweet, fruity, lavender and vanilla. And if we take a look at the note breakdown, the top notes, there's just lavender, middle notes there's plum, and the base notes there is Tonka Bean. So after wearing this fragrance for about the 6-hour mark, I noticed that the opening, it's a little bit similar to the original Male Elixir. The only difference is this one starts off a little bit of a boozy accord mixed in with some of that plum sweetness, and also after about 30 minutes to an hour, it dries down to a very nice Tonka Bean and vanilla type of a vibe going on. So overall, this fragrance, I would say it's a better or an improvement of the original Male Elixir, but the only difference is obviously this is less sweet. The sweetness definitely has toned down, and it's more of a plum and a Tonka Bean dominated fragrance. So if you like that type of vibe, if you like that fruity, a little bit of that boozy aromatic accord fragrance, then you might actually find this one interesting. And funnily enough, the opening and the mid for this fragrance, it's about 80% similar or identical to Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cobalt, the one in the blue bottle. I'll leave up a picture for a good reference. It smells very similar to that fragrance mixed in with the original Male Elixir, and then you would basically get this fragrance. So in terms of the scent itself, it's not really a creative release. It's not the best, it's not a mind-blowing release, but again, it's not the worst either. Projection and longevity for this fragrance, it's about average. I would say it's not a nuclear kind of a projection fragrance. It doesn't last that long on my skin and clothes. So for me, I get a good solid about 7 to maybe 8-hour mark of longevity, and it projects for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes before it turns to a 6-foot radius around me, and then it turns to a very faint skin scent on my skin and clothes. So overall, this fragrance, I would give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's not the best in terms of scent, but for the price I paid, and especially it's an elixir, I would have expected more, I suppose, in terms of the performance and longevity, but I just need to give this a few more wears and see how it lasts and performs on me. But overall, not a bad release, but also not the best release either, coming from Gaultier. So let me know what you think about this fragrance in the comments below, because honestly, it really isn't a bad scent, don't get me wrong, but I would have expected a little bit more in terms of the scent, and the note breakdown was a little bit underwhelming, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and as usual, I'll see you all in my next video.